Hello class, and welcome to week 5. I looked around. I wanted to try and get some variety with some of the presentation and materials needed for this week. This week, as you know, I do want to go over the concept of long file names and short file names, or short file names can also be referred to as 8.3 file names. So we'll go through that right now. I'm going to go here to the root directory, and we'll do a quick dir. We're going to sort it in name order. So that's going to be dir/on. So now, as you'll notice here, program files comes before program files x86. Now what an 8.3 file name means is that a file name in older DOS systems was limited to 8 characters with a 3-character extension. So in other words, let's say your file name was gschenem at .txt. This is an example of an 8.3 file name. In older versions of DOS, before the FAT32 file system and newer Windows came out, this was how files were limited, and directories were limited at like this as well. This means that the file name that you had to be only 8 characters long, and it could have a period in .txt. This was known as the extension. It still is in Windows. So 8.3, and that was a limitation. As you all know, that is no longer a limitation. So I'm just going to hit enter here. I'll get an error. So that being said, for backwards compatibility with a lot of different programs, we still need to work with 8.3 file names. So when we look at program files, or program files x86, this exceeds the 8-character limitation, obviously, as does this user data folder, and actually this Python 27 folder is okay. These are registry backups right here. These also obviously exceed the 8.3 limitation. So when dealing with directories, we use the tilde. So for example, if I wanted to change directory to program files here, I could do a cd, I could put it in quotes, and type in program files. Remember, Windows is not case sensitive. And I'm in the program files directory. Now if I wanted to do that using an 8.3 file name type, we could type in cd progra, that's 6 characters, the tilde, and the number 1, meaning this is the first in the list sorted alphabetically. So I go there, it comes up like this. This folder right here is the same as this folder right here. So typing this, it looks different, but it's the same as doing a cd to program files. These are exactly the same. So now let's go back for a second. And how would we get to program files x86? This is the second set of program files. As you know, this is the 32-bit program files. So how would we get to that? Well, very simply, we type in cd progra, 6 characters, a tilde, and the number 2, since it's the second in the list. And that puts us into the program files x86 directory. So that being said, that's how we would work with 8.2 program files. So it's something that's a little different, but it's quite simple. You do the same thing if you wanted to work with one of these registry files here. You know, you'd sort it in order by the name, and you could go through it. Also, if you do a dir/question mark to get help, there is a place in here where you can list the 8.3 file names, I'm pretty sure. So let's take a look at that here. I know it's in here. Right here. The /x will display the short names, or the 8.3 file names. So if I type a dir/x, then I get the 8.3 file names. I get that listed here, as well as the full-length file names. For some, it won't be any different, and for that it's just going to list it here, because